Fight fans all over the world, it's Daddy P with Slap Happy Gorilla Podcast. What? Keith, one time Thurman. That's right. I can call him one time again. I was calling him sometime because it had been some time since he got a knockout. But now he back in the knockout column. He knocked out, what's the guy named? Brock Jarvis or Jarvis Brock. He got two first names. Anyway, Australian kid that nobody know who he is except for the people that live in Sydney, Australia. But Keith Thurman did knock him out. I don't know whether to get excited about it or to get excited for the next 3 years when he come back and fight Mike Tyson's nephew or somebody. I don't know. Keith Thurman need to put on a string of sustained fights. Like he need to get active a little bit, man. I don't know if you want to do something, but it's about time to close the curtain. He getting at that age. And a lot of the guys that's, around in and around his era is retiring, semi-retired or whatever. Sean Porter, he doing reports now. Danny Garcia, I don't know whether he the same way. He might fight next year or the year after or whatever, but I don't know. It's coming to a close, though. And, it's a lot of talk about him fighting. A lot of people saying Errol Spence, which that'll be a good fight. I ain't going to lie. Errol Spence been inactive as well since the Crawford fight. So, why not? Even though Errol Spence say he'll never fight Keith Thurman. But anyway, I don't know, man. 154, it's a lot of fights right there. Keith Thurman could. I don't know. Tim Tszyu is what they've been really trying to sell. But we got to see how Tim Tszyu about to look against his next opponent. And, I guess that's what Keith Thurman is waiting for before it's officially announced that he's going to face Tim Tszyu. But meanwhile, the fantasy fight, I guess, fight fans, I've been hearing a lot of buzz about it. Just Do talking about it. Shout out to Just Do. He been talking a lot about that Spence Keith Thurman fight, which, hey, look, man, if you a boxing fan, if you are like a real boxing fan, like a boxing head, yeah, that's a good fight, man. I don't know how much mass appeal it'll have, but I think that it'll do pretty good. I'll buy it, I'll definitely buy it and watch it. But, other than that, for Keith Thurman, I don't know who else you want to put him in there with, unless you want to see him just get straight massacred. A lot of these young guys these days, man, look, you could put him in there against Fundora. You might think Fundora look easy on paper. But Fundora, man, that lone dude, he getting leverage on punches. He hit you the wrong way. You might go back to calling Keith Thurman sometime. But anyway, kudos to Keith Thurman, man. I ain't go try to hit a man while they down, but while he up, I'm gonna give him his flowers. Keith Thurman is 30-1. You know what I'm saying? He has moved on. He won this fight via knockout. And, he did his little thing, little lateral movement every now and then. And then he stood and fought, a couple of times in spots. But, hey, he still got it. Yeah, he still got it. And he still got the power. So, the guy, whatever his name is, Brock Jarvis, his head was right there on the center line to be hit. So it almost was like target practice. But, hey, kudos to Keith Thurman. He did it against an opponent. He did what he was supposed to do. I'll say that. He did exactly what he was supposed to do. And I'm going to tell you, I used to be a fan of Keith Thurman. It's just that, man, I don't know. I get a little worried about boxers when it seems like their head is not in the game. Because you can get killed out there, man. You can get killed in that square circle. So, it just be careful, bro. If your head in the fight in the game, do your thing. Put together a few sustained fights, make you some money, entertain the fans, and then, close the curtain on your career. But if you 1 foot in, 1 foot out, man, you go get hurt. And I ain't wishing that on nobody. But I would like to see Keith Thurman mix it up with the likes of Errol Spence Jr. And I'm gonna tell you this. He tried to bait Pacquiao into what you call it? Exhibition bout. You want your get back from Manny Pacquiao, but you ain't give Sean Porter or Danny Garcia they get back. They been asking for their get back. So how you go ask the man for? I don't know, man. Keith Thurman, kudos to Keith Thurman, 30-1. He has moved up to the 154-pound division. And it looked like it fit him well. He looked pretty strong. He looked like, a durable guy at that weight. So I don't know. What's next for Keith Thurman? Fight fans, I guess we gotta wait and see how it play out. Y'all let me know how you feel about it. This Daddy P. Like, hate, comment, subscribe to the channel. Slap Happy Gorilla Podcast. Go ahead and get your boy up over 1,000, man. Let's do it. It's Daddy P. I'm out of there.